How many days we can learn the SQL functions and SQL theory? So let us plan a mini project on SQL database. Okay. So we will create the SQL database and we crack down some queries related to the SQL database in a practical scenario. Okay. So let us start that. Good morning, students. Welcome back to your channel, Subhashri at the Tech Guide. Creating the SQL database and learning the SQL queries is enough now. Now let us create a mini project regarding the SQL database, and most importantly, it is a practical scenario at where the workstations you have to work. Okay. So here I will discuss the most important analysis, that is order analysis. In this class, let us take one database and crack the database regarding the queries which I have created already. Okay. The queries will be a scenario which is used in our day-to-day life in our projects and even at the workstations. So let's start the class with the mini project of SQL. As the process of our class, we are going to discuss a mini SQL project on restaurant order and sales analysis. It's not like only restaurant. Especially, I took the concept of restaurant because you can easily understand how can the order and sales can be analyzed. Okay. But basically, the concept what we are discussing is completely on the basis of order and sales analysis. Okay. So let us start that one. Before starting or before entering into the project, you need to confirm and you need to analyze some problems. So at first, define the problem. Whatever the project you are going to consider, first define the problem. That means try to understand what is going on in the project. And it is a sales and order analysis. So try to understand what are the sales trends and what are the items is needed in the restaurant. Okay. Next, first after defining your problem or after understanding the project regarding that, now break down into some steps so that you can easily start your project. For our SQL, at first we need to create some databases, right? So at first, try to create a databases. So know the tables what we need there. Minimum, we need 3 databases. For example, we need orders database, some menu items, and the customer details. This is the mini project. So I took the maximum, that is compulsory. We need the databases. For there we can create the queries. So I have considered like that. Then, so at first, know your databases which are useful to create your mini project. This is important at first. Now, after creating all those, now let us run the analysis. Okay. So the table first database I have created is, see, I'm not going to again for the SQL and explaining all the creations and syntaxes and everything because we have already discussed all the things. Today the concentration is on completely project. So I'm not going to in any SQL project. Simply I'm explaining you how to create the database, how to execute the queries. Please copy as it is and run it in your SQL. Okay. Because while typing or doing any mistakes, it may take, there is a lapse of time. So unnecessarily why to go there? That's why I'm explaining completely. I have done this project. So I'm explaining completely to you. Okay. First, create the database which is called as menu items. Here, I'm including some new technology. So instead of number, you can write like big int or you can write like integer. Try to modify yourself, try to update yourself in the SQL. So generally what we write like number of something. Okay. If you are not comfortable with the begin, you can go for number of width. It's no problem. But try to build the new things. Okay. So menu item I have created as a primary key because I need some foreign keys also. Okay. And item name, category, price. These are the minimum things I have used here. In this database, the new things are, first one is the begin instead of number of 4. Next one is the decimal instead of number of 4, 2. Okay, instead of this decimal I have taken, instead of number I have taken like begin. These are the new technology what we are using in the SQL. Okay. Now, one more database I need like order details. So order details is also a primary key, but I have made a foreign key to the previous table like menu items to this. So the first menu items will become as a parent database. Order details will become as a child database. That is the first child database. Okay. So these are the things, the field names of the database, and my database name is order details. Okay. Note it down and you can execute directly in your SQL also. Okay. Now, after creating the two databases, let us calculate, that is, let us use some alter. So directly don't go for the alter or directly don't create every field name in the database. This is like a basic knowledge that while creating the database, first the main field names has to be created and data has to be entered first. After that, you use alter and modify. So at first, I made like adding a month, okay, in the column, so that the month name, that is the month name function has to return the name, and then I utilize the alter table. After that, I took like update. Okay. So to add a month for the column, select month name, order date as a month from the order details. Okay. Order date is already the field name which I have created in the database. Here I'm using the function name month name. Okay. Next one is alter the table of order details by adding the column of month. Okay. So here the next step I have utilized like alter the table statement by creating a new column as month. Next, update the order details by setting month equals to month name of the order date. Okay. Like this, the first concept I have created here. Okay. Next. See, you may think like, why should again we need to create alter and update? But this becomes like, this seems to be like a professional SQL data analyst. Because while creating the entire database, don't make all the field names at a time in the database. The main concept has to be created only in the database. Next, by using the alter and update, we have to make it down. Okay, this is a simple logic, of course, simple strategy which we are using, that I know the subject, how to create the data. You are just elevating yourself that I know the subject, how to create the databases perfectly. Just, you need to elevate that one. Okay, but it's not necessary like using alter and update every time, but this becomes like a professionalism. That's it. It's my view. If you want to create the entire database at a time, you can create the entire database also. No problem. Okay. What I mean to say is, we need to elevate our subject at first while creating a mini project. It seems like the database has created only for the field names which are required most probably. Okay. And next of the things, you are using some functions to alter and update and make the database perfect. This concept you are elevating here. This concept you are executing here. That is important. Okay. But if you feel like to create the entire database at a time, please go on, no problem. Okay. Now, next, similarly, I have included a day of the week for the column by using a function day name and extracting the day for a given date. So, select the day name, order date from the order details. Here, the day name is extracted. Similarly, as the month, again I have altered table and updated the table. Okay. Like this, a small modifications as done in the parent and child database. Okay. Now, let us write, that is, let us include a time of the day using a case statement in order to assign a value based on specific conditions. Okay. By using a select case statement, here I started like, when order time is between 0 and 12, I have to set like morning. When the order time is between 12 and 16, afternoon. And else it is evening, that is as a end of the day, that is time of the day from the order details. Okay. This is the concept we have to use as a select case. And especially I have discussed this concept in the PLSQL. Meanwhile, if you are not able to understand what is select case, please go the playlist of the PLSQL. Okay. So here what we have done, included a time of the day according to the time. We need to set like morning, afternoon and time of the day. Okay. By using a select case statement. Next, then I used the alter statement to add a column for time of the day. Similarly, now I use the alter table and time of the day. Next, Lastly, I have utilized a update statement as I have updated previously. So updated the order date, set time of day like select case and enter queries as it is same like this. By this, we can update the database of the order table. Okay, so likewise create the next two databases also. Here I have explained only one parent table and one child table. We need to create the three databases, right? So you can similarly you can create the all the databases and enter the data into it. Now let us discuss important queries. Okay, so let us start the queries. Before executing all this query, you be ready with the database and with the data, so that directly you can execute all the queries in your system itself. Okay, so let's start the queries. Here you will understand how can we create the database and how many databases are very important to crack this project analysis. Okay, so the order analysis need at least 3 databases to fulfill our query. The first query I am explaining about, like, find the average price of each category item of the database. Okay, so the query will be select round average of price, okay, comma 2 as average price and the category of the menu items. So regarding the category, we need to write the query. So group by category and order the average price by using the descending order. Okay, here the average price, average actually we made like a float value, that is number of some 4 comma 2. Okay, that is decimal point. Okay, if you write like 2, you get only 2 numbers after the decimal point. Done. So round it down by average of the price. Only we need to round by 2 numbers after the decimals. Okay, so here this is the query to find the average price of the each category item. Second query, find the average amount of the customer who come in the each day of the week for at least 3 months. Regularly they are coming to our restaurant, but each day of any week at least 3 months. Okay, so select. So at first we have to count. So count on the basis of the order ID as total customers. Next month, because at least 3 months we have to count it down, and day name from the order details. So group by month. Okay, if you group by month, the customer details will be grouped according to the month, like February, March, April, like that. Okay, according to the month it will be grouped out. Next, order by the total customers on descending order. This is the query. Okay, and this is the answer for that query. Next, what was the least amount of the items ordered and the greatest amount? Okay, so least items has to be ordered and they have to get the great amount from the customer. Select order ID as a customer, count order details as number of items they have ordered. Okay, so order details has to be counted from the order table. Next, group by order ID. Now we will get number of items ordered in the descending order. Okay, if it is necessary, you can add like sum also, so that you will get the total amount of the customers if it is necessary. Okay, otherwise you get the answer. For this query, this is the perfect answer, but especially if you want to add the amount also, then use the function of sum. Next one, find the total number of customer per day of the week and the month. Okay, so select count distinct order as a number of customers. Of course, here we need the time of the day, month, day name from the order details. These are all the field names as we have created before. Okay, now group by time of the day and the month, day. Time of the day either morning, afternoon and evening, month and the day name. Order by the number of customers considered from the descending order. Okay, next, create a subquery to find the average number of customers that order due each time of the day. Okay, now we have to finding the average numbers. So round it down, round it, average number of customers as average number of the customers. So this is the column alias I am using for rounded the value. The heading will be like average number of the customers. Next, time of the day. From select the customer from the distinct order as number of the customers, time of the day, month and day from the order details. Okay,
group by time, because here I am writing the sub query. Okay, I am creating the sub query. So group by time of the day and the month comma day by ordering the number of customers as the descending order. Make a column alias like total customer per time. So for this we get the field names like average number of customer. Okay, so average number of customer, this is one field name because we have to find the average number of the customers. Next we get the total customers because here during the order each day we need to write the subquery. These are the two field names we get here. If it is necessary, if you want to create a view from here, simply write down create a view name as. Okay, view is to saving the query. So create one view and write the view of average as, and the query as it is, please write down so that you can create the view from this query also. Okay. Let us see total number of customers who placed order on each day over 3 months. Okay. So select count as number of customers. It's very simple. Day name from the orders. Group by the day name, order by number of the customers as ascending. Here over the 3 months who has placed the order. Okay. Now let us move some sales questions on the basis of. Up to this, these are all the ordered based analysis. A sample queries I have made here. If you want, you can extend this. Okay. Now I'm going for some sales questions regarding the sales. Find out the number of least and most ordered items. So select count order of the details because order of the details is regarding order table. So order ID as number of the items ordered. Menu items from the menu database, menu items from the item, menu items category from the order details. Okay. Now make it as a left to join of the menu items because we need to give the importance for the menu items because it is only most ordered items. That most ordered items can be get from the database of the menu items. So the left join of menu items. Suppose if they ask the query like, what are the order details regarding at least order details or anything query of order details, then make it as out join, that is right join of the order details. Same query. Okay. Our menu items or ID equals to order items ID. So what are the menu items we are getting in the menu and what are the order items we are comparing and making a group by menu item ID and item name. So this is the most important query. Here we are finding out number of least and most ordered items in the menu item. Okay. Next, which is the highest item they buy and how much they spend on it. So the highest item has to be considered and how much they have spent on it. So order details of order ID. Now sum menu items dot price as a total amount of each person from the order details. Okay, total amount I'm taking. So total amount of the each person as a order details. Just a second, please. Now on menu items, group by order details dot order ID, order by total amount of the each person spent descending, and we just make it as limit of 3 because the highest items, the top 3 items we get. If you won't write this limit, it will provide entire details in the descending order. No need because highest items, at least 3 highest items is necessary for this query. So if you don't like limit 3, you can remove this one. Up to this we can write so that you will get the highest item bought and highest amount spent on it. Okay. Next, what are the gross sales revenue for each category? Sales revenue for the each category now I am considering. Same thing like menu item, sum as gross sales. Left join and the menu item. Simply here the group is categorized. That is the group by is done on the category field name so that you will get the gross sales revenue for the each category. Order by the gross sales revenue as descending order. Okay. Suppose if the gross sales revenue is done for month, for each month. Okay. Same question, but we have to consider and we have to done for each month. Even for the each day also we can do it. So select menu items as the item, sum and the gross sales revenue dot month. Okay. Left join on the menu items. Here it has to be grouped by menu items dot category and order details dot month, so that you will get the entire sales revenue as monthly wise. Suppose if you want to make as each day of the week, so same thing, order by order details day name. So group by order details as day name and order by gross sales revenue in the descending. Everything query is same. These three are the similar queries. This is general sales revenue. Okay. It's not like a month or year. It's a general sales revenue of the restaurant. Next one is general sales revenue on month. Next one is each day of the week. So each day in a week again, not only the week, each day in a week we are going to write. So this concept is very important for the sales revenue concept. Okay. Now, let us discuss the total sales analysis. Okay. So, what are the restaurant total sales revenue? We have to write the query further. Further, this is very simple query. That is, select some price as a total sales from the orders. Okay. So, simple question like select some price as a total sales. Okay. Now, the next one is peak order time. That is, what is the busiest hours of the restaurant? So the busiest hours of the restaurant is considered from the basis of order time. So select 2-car order time, that is HS24. So that complete 24 hours can be done here as the hour and count. From the orders, okay, group by 2-car of the order item HHN24. This is very important. So here from this we can get the busiest hours of our database. Okay. But count it as the ascending or descending, whatever it is, no problem. We will get the ascending order and the descending order by using the order by. Next is bonus repeated customers. So for the customers who are repeated for our restaurant, we are going to give the bonus for them. For that, at first we need the customer ID. So who are visited very eventually done. So here we write like select customer ID, count as a visits from the order and group by the order, having the count of at least 3 times. At least the customer has to visit our restaurant by 3 times. So in the real world, analyst has to be done the basic queries and the basic database for making the decisions in the food industry. Okay, this is the mini project what I have used in SQL. In the next class, we will go some upgraded one for the entire SQL project can be done. Okay, how can we done that entire SQL project? Okay, so this is meanwhile, please learn this one. Try to create the databases and try to execute the SQL queries as I have given. It will work down because I have done complete project and just screenshots I have shared with you just to explain, because I can explain it more going in SQL. Okay, so complete has been explained for you. Hope it will be useful for you in the real scenario. Okay, now for this class I am going to end. Thank you.
So, while creating the project, at first know what are the databases are necessary to develop this project analysis. Second thing, what are the special queries which can be useful in our day-to-day life, and try to understand according to these databases what the client will be asked the queries and make that queries to fulfill your database. And the third point, if this database is related to our Power BI tool, or this databases is used for the visualization, so guess what are the queries are needed to the client. So according to this scenario, create your project. Once you have created the database and once you have entered the data, the database is entire thing is ready, right? Now try to get the topmost queries which can be useful at the order analysis now. For this, you can Google it, no problem. So what are the analysis most probably the client will ask, and what are the analysis most probably in our day-to-day practical scenario is needed, create that queries and make the visualizations. Okay, like this, you can create a mini project in the databases. Now, I hope you learned something from this video. If you learned something from this video, please like, share and subscribe. And most importantly, if you need any database of project, please comment me. I will explain entire project in the next video. Okay, thank you.